What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, and I am back with another toy review. In front of us, we're taking a look at some brand new Imaginext toys for the new upcoming Lightyear 2022 movie. Super excited for these. So diving right in, we are taking a look at some really awesome pieces. This is the Buzz and Zurg 2-pack that you can get as a Walmart exclusive. I got mine there for about 15 bucks. And this Zurg is really awesome, you guys. He doesn't look like he's an Imaginext toy, so maybe he'll fit in with our 4-inch figures. I'm not sure yet. You could definitely use him as a mini Sentinel, maybe with some 6-inch Marvel Legends. Definitely a cool piece. There's the UPC if you need it. And next, taking a look at the XL-01. This piece is awesome. And we didn't get this in the 4-inch scale, so I'm really excited that we at least got some incarnation of the XL-01. Hopefully, we'll get it in that 4-inch scale soon enough. I got mine on Target for 15 bucks. You could get it at Target.com. You can find it in store. Definitely an easy one to find. And I think this one's at Walmart too. So a very cool piece. And our next one, I got mine on Amazon. This is the XL-15. And this thing looks fantastic. It comes with an XL-15 Buzz. And this ship looks awesome. It is not as difficult to maneuver and open that cockpit like our other vehicle, that XL-15 that we got in the 4-inch scale. So I'm really excited to take a look at this vehicle and see where else we could use it, see how it compares to the other one. Just a really, really awesome piece. And it's got a lot of lights, sounds, and phrases. We're going to dive into that. Again, that's 45 bucks, and I got mine on Amazon. There's the UPC. All right, you guys, we're going to get these toys out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, we got our vehicles and figures out of the packaging, and they look fantastic. From our Walmart exclusive 2-pack, taking a look first at Zurg. This guy looks fantastic. A really, really well done figure. Awesome sculpt work and very nice paint applications. This looks like exactly what we've seen so far from the other representations of Zurg. So that's pretty cool. Looks like he's got a hole in his abdomen or his chest. I think we have that on the larger figure as well, the 12-inch scale figure. But he looks really, really good, you guys. For Zurg's backside, more detail, which I really do like a lot. And you can see all of that going on in his upper back. Just looks awesome. I can't wait to see what this guy does in the film and what all of his inner workings are, what he is or who he is. That's going to be really interesting to see for sure. Zurg has this feature at the top of his head where you can let more light in, and pretty interesting. So if you holding him up to the light right there, so you can see that, and then away. So yeah, so it's this red thing at the top of his head, and that allows a lot more light in for Zurg, for his eyes, his laser beams, and yeah, very cool. Zurg also comes with a missile, which is nothing crazy. It's just a one yellow projectile. If you're a kid and you lose it, well, that's it. They didn't include a second one. And it's made to look like there's 3 missiles in there. And it just goes into his arm just like that. Easy enough. For Zurg's articulation, very limited, but he does have movement in the head. So if you're trying to turn this guy into a Sentinel, you definitely can. Movement in his arms, out, forward, back. He's got movement in his wrist. And of course, on the other side, it does the same. Just no wrist articulation. And then his legs, of course, like any Imaginext figure, they go out and back together, and that's about it. Zurg's a really, really cool looking figure. How about some target practice? 1 missile, 1 shot. Let's see if we can do this. Ready, aim, fire. All right. Looks like Zurg wins today. Pretty cool. Next, taking a look at Buzz from our 2-pack. This figure looks fantastic. I think this is one of the only ways that you can get Buzz with the purple cap instead of his hair. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a more traditional looking Buzz Lightyear. One that looks similar to how we've seen him previously in Toy Story. This is going to be the figure that you want to get. So very cool and very similar to what we've seen with our previous Imaginext figures and with our previous Lightyear figures. This definitely all looks to be just about right. I can definitely appreciate the paint application. Sometimes we don't get a lot of paint apps on the back of the figure, so it's really cool to see that they've done that. And all in all, this is just a really, really nice piece. I really like him a lot. Simple articulation, moving in his head, side to side. He's got movement in his arms. They come out, forward and back, full 360. He's got a bend at the wrist. And his legs, of course, do the standard Imaginext thing of sitting down and both legs move at the same time. A very nice piece. I really do like this guy a lot. All right, and next for our Hyperspeed Explorer XL-01 set, taking a look first at Buzz. He looks awesome in his XL-01 outfit. I gotta say, I really do like the look of this figure a lot. He looks like a little astronaut, so if you're an Imaginext collector and you're in need of an astronaut, here's one for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Lightyear figure, but man, he looks really cool. There's no visor or anything that they could do like that, so it's just Buzz's face that's actually there. But it does look good, nice and serious. I can tell he's on a mission and he's very determined. He's got simple articulation in his head, side to side. Arms come out, forward, back, full 360. He does have a twist in the wrist. No waist articulation or anything like that. And his legs do the bend. And that's about it. A very nice figure. I really do like the look of this guy a lot. Taking a look next at the XL-01 Explorer. This is a really nice piece. Not a huge vehicle by any means. In fact, it's probably maybe just a little bit bigger than the size of my hand, to be honest with you. But it is very nice. It's got a trigger on the bottom, so that's how you can hold the vehicle and fly. And then when you pull the trigger, this happens. Kind of like an X-Wing from Star Wars, which is really interesting. But a very nice piece. We do get a couple of accessories. One of them is a piece that you got to build onto the vehicle, and it's this, and it actually says XL-01 on it, little fin. So that's pretty cool. And we can just attach that to the top of the vehicle, just like this. Cool, and it fits in very well. We also get one red missile. That's what this looks like. Simple enough. We can attach that to the bottom of the vehicle, just like this. There we go. And for the inside, it opens up just like this, so you can see the cockpit. It does balance on its own, a little tricky. If you balance it on the handle in the front of the vehicle, it should stand just fine. And this is what the inside of the cockpit looks like. Nice and simple, nothing special or detailed with color or anything like that. But Buzz can fit in there, nice and snug. His hands fit onto the handles really well, so you can see that. And it looks pretty good. And it looks like Buzz Lightyear is ready to blast off an awesome XL-01. All right, you guys, one missile, one shot. Let's see if we can shoot down this Buzz Lightyear on top of Zurg. Ready, aim, fire. All right, we got a direct hit. And next, taking a look at our XL-15 Buzz Lightyear. This guy looks fantastic. A really nice representation of the XL-15 suit. I really do like that a lot. He does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, like we're used to seeing with Imaginext figures. And here is what he looks like on the backside. You guys, for me, I'm not super detailed with Imaginext figures. I have some, not a ton. So if you're a super Imaginext fan, you will be able to tell what parts have been reused and what hasn't. I would like to think that maybe his hands have been reused from an armored Batman, but kind of difficult for me to tell, to be honest with you. And I don't have that armored Batman on hand. So definitely a really cool figure. And for the most part, as far as I'm aware, these are all new sculpts. Very nice. So Buzz has articulation in his head, side to side. His arm comes out, forward and back, full 360. He's got a twist at the wrist. And his legs, of course, go forward and back. A very nice figure. Really awesome. All right, and next, taking a look at the XL-15. This vehicle is awesome. Tons of detail work, and after everything I've seen and all the different incarnations of this vehicle, it definitely looks like everything that we've seen so far, so it's pretty awesome. It's raised right here. It says XL-15, and we got the Star Command logo. And up at the top, we got a translucent area. I got a feeling this is for a crystal, but we don't get a crystal that comes with this ship, so that's really interesting. And on the back side, we get the engines, of course. And if you flip the vehicle over, we get some more features here. So we've got a landing gear, which is pretty cool. We also have the front of the vehicle, which is where we're gonna put our first missile. So that's pretty cool. And our missiles are pretty standard. They are just red, solid red pieces. And so we're gonna put the first one right here in the front, which is pretty awesome. Fits nice and easy. And then we also get 2 ports on the side to hold or store additional missiles right here and right here. We only get 1 more missile that comes with this though, so unfortunately we can't stock up on missiles even if we wanted to. And there's the handle. The handle is how you're going to release that missile. And overall, just a really nice piece. It definitely looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, and a lot sharper once you get that wheel down. So you can see that the XL-15 hovers a lot nicer and easier off the ground, and it looks great. The inside of the cockpit opens up nice and easy, just like this. There's no peg or anything here, and there's no peg or anything up here. We just get these 2 parts right here, and they go in right there, which is great. That's going to be really difficult for a kid to break so that they can no longer close their XL-15. I know I had that problem when I was a kid with some of my Bat Jets. Inside, there's nothing spectacular here. It looks pretty good for the most part. We're going to try putting a couple other figures in there as well later. But yeah, for the most part, it looks pretty good, and it will fit our Buzz Lightyear. The tricky thing with this wheel on the bottom, it can still teeter-totter because there's only 1 wheel, and it's on the bottom. And then we got the handle, so you just got to balance it like that. But Buzz does fit in there very nicely. It looks pretty good. A little extra room there. So I'm thinking maybe we can fit some maybe 3.75-inch figures and see how that goes. This closes up nice and easy, and Buzz is ready to go. Pretty sweet. Okay, so for the lights, sounds, and features on this vehicle, there is a switch right here, and it's got 3 modes. So with this red button, we can go light sounds, or we can go heavy, nice and loud. So that's what we'll do. And as you can tell, there's already a lot of lights and sounds happening, and I'm not even pressing anything. Now when we press this button, the engines come out, and that is pretty cool. And then if we hold the vehicle from the handle at the bottom, this trigger is how we're gonna fire that missile. Just like that. And every time you press the trigger, pretty sweet. I really do like that a lot. So all of the sounds and features that come with this vehicle, they're not specific to Lightyear. So if you want to put in other figures in this vehicle, you could. And it just sounds like a spaceship. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely motion activated. So as you fly and you're a kid and you pick up your spaceship, when you take off, it'll make noise without you having to press any buttons. That is really awesome. And there's a very lively color palette here. Blue, light blue, more blue. Pretty sure there's red and green in there as well. Yep, I just saw green. I think we get yellow for a minute there. Looks like we get all the colors here, and this is pretty sweet. When we fire, oh yeah, that's when red shows up. Pretty awesome, you guys. The XL-15, Imaginext style, pretty sweet. All right, you guys, how about some target practice with our XL-15? We got 2 missiles and 2 Buzz Lightyear targets. Ready, aim, fire. Hey, there's one. We're gonna reload now our missile, and let's see if we can take out the next Buzz Lightyear. Here we go. All right, ready, aim, fire. All right, and we're 2 for 2. You guys, the XL-15, an awesome vehicle. If you're a kid, this one is a blast. If you're a collector and you're going for every category, this is definitely going to be one you need, an awesome piece. All right, you guys, let's see if we can fit some other figures into this XL-15. We'll take Buzz out. We'll start with a Spin Master Batman figure. Maybe. Nah, I don't think so. His head sticks out too much. Yep, yeah, he's not gonna fit. Okay, how about a Kylo Ren from Hasbro? Will that fit? He fits. He looks like he wants to fit, but again, his head too big. I think I already know what the trick is. If you're gonna customize this, I know exactly what you gotta do. So let's keep going. Next, Batman, again from Spin Master. This one from the movie. Yeah, I know. Okay, I got an idea more or less. So that's a no. All right, now DC Infinite Crisis Green Lantern. Looks like he fits very well. Yep, cool. So Hal Jordan can be a test pilot again. That's pretty sweet. He fits in there well. And let's see what else we got here in the stash of figures. I got a Rey from Hasbro. Let's see if she fits. She's got a cloak that's plastic. Kind of makes it hard for her to sit down, but it looks like she will fit. Pretty sweet. Yep, there's Rey, and she fits. Nice. Pretty sweet. Okay, so I think the thing that you got to do if you want to make your figures fit, but they're just a little bit too big, like let's say you want to customize this, make it all black and turn this spaceship into a bat jet. You could. You're going to have to cut out the area for the feet. And I can tell based on this area right here that there's nothing under there. So if you carve out a hole there, carve out a hole there, you can slip your figure's feet down and in, and then they'll fit. And that'll be pretty sweet. I may end up doing a custom one of these myself. I don't know. We'll see. But hey, it definitely has a lot of potential, and it doesn't have that mechanism that opens like the one for the 4-inch figure. So there's definitely a lot more options here. All right, you guys, for a size comparison, there's a previous counterpart for pretty much every one of these figures, and they all look really, really nice together. So we can see here is our 4-inch scale Zurg with our Imaginext Zurg, and he's not much taller, so pretty interesting. We can see that our Imaginext Zurg is way taller than our 4-inch scale figures. So that's awesome. That's actually really, really cool. And we can see how those XL1s stack up. Pretty similar, but there are some differences, such as the helmet and the box on his chest. We can see that XL-15 suit compared to that Alpha class figure, and they look pretty good. This is the original Buzz Lightyear, or I guess the Toy Story 4 Buzz Lightyear from Imaginext. You can see how he stacks up. And there's our Space Ranger Alpha next to our 4-inch Crystal Grade Space Ranger Alpha. All in all, these guys look really, really nice together. They all fit in very well, and they're excellent additions to the collection. For the Zurg figures, I think it's definitely worth mentioning our Imaginext Zurg is the only Zurg that has that hole in his torso or that empty slot. It's only him. And for the rest of the Zurg figures, all of the bigger ones, that gap is filled, which is pretty crazy. And you can see how well he scales. There is a smaller Imaginext Zurg, and that's this one, which I'll probably review at some point soon. And I believe he has the same thing as well. There's a hole in there in his torso. So very interesting. We definitely get a different perspective of Zurg in every scale. The paint apps, the details, and some of that sculpt work as well. But hey, very, very cool figure, and this Zurg fits in very well with the collection. And next, for a size comparison with our XL-15 spaceships, on the left we have the one for the 4-inch scale, and on the right is our Imaginext spaceship. And you can tell they are almost the same size. Our 4-inch scale one is a little bit bigger, and you can also tell the paint applications are just a little bit different. But these guys fit in very, very well together. If you're trying to get a fleet of spaceships going, it'd be great if one of these was cheaper than the other and you could put them together. Fortunately, I don't think that's the case. And there's our XL01, kind of tiny on the side compared to these. But yes, they fit in very well together. All right, you guys, that about does it for this toy review. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, we have the XL01 Buzz Lightyear and Spaceship. You can find that one for $15 at Target. We have our 2-pack Walmart exclusive Buzz Lightyear and Zurg. And we have our XL-15 Spaceship. That one, Amazon, Walmart, Target, I think they all got it at this point for about 45 bucks. Some really, really cool toys, you guys. Even in this scale, even for kids in this age range and collectors, these are just awesome pieces. Amazing sculpt work in detail, and they're a lot of fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you're going to pick up or pass on and what you're finding in your local areas. And as always, you guys, there's a lot of stuff to cover, so keep it right here at my channel. And as I find more new stuff, I'll bring it right here for you guys. Once again, I'm Brandon, and thanks for watching.